Hello students, welcome to the web design using HTML5 class. This is your SEC subject. So we have already covered unit 1, 2 and 4, that is review of basic HTML tags, handling forms and adding multimedia and interactivity to your web pages. Now in this class we will be majorly focusing on the unit 3, that is managing text flow and graphical interface using CSS. We'll be starting with chapter 1. So basically in today's class we'll be introducing you to the new element of style on your web pages. Up till now all the web pages that we have made are pretty boring and plain looking. How to add those pretty colors and styles to your web pages? Well, in earlier versions of HTML, you were allowed to have different tags for beautifying the web pages. But in HTML5, all this is disallowed. Now, if you want to make a web page more attractive, there is only one way out, and that is by using CSS. CSS, the full form of which is cascading style sheets, is basically going to separate the design from your code. So your content goes in the HTML page, but your designing or styling part goes in the CSS. So how do we add CSS to the page? For adding CSS to the page, we have a new element or a new tag called the style tag. So for these adding style to your web pages, what you need to do is, you can see it in this code below. You can see this new style tag, which is basically added to the head section of your HTML code. There are different levels of CSS. You can implement CSS in many ways, but we'll come to that later. For now, we are just introducing you the new style tag. Just look at the highlighted code. The style tag is basically allowing you to add design or add colors to your web pages. This chapter will only be focusing on how to add colors, but CSS not only allows you to add colors, it allows you to add many different things, such as change the font style, add animations to your text, add reflections, shadows, etc. to your text, add anything that you want to do to beautify it. But this chapter will be the basic, so we'll be mainly focusing on how to change the color of your text and the background color. So this code gives you some idea about it. The most important thing is that the style tag comes under the head section. You can see it's between the opening head and closing head tag. The style tag comes wherein you put your title and meta tag in the head section. There only your style tag would be there. Now, when we are adding style to the page, the secret thing is the style and slash style tag. All the styling information will go between these two tags. So let us take a closer look at it. Only the style tag. You can see the first line says that style type is equal to text/CSS. So this type attribute of the style tag is basically going to allow you to identify the type of the styling you are using. So since we are using CSS for styling our web pages, obviously there are other methods. We are only interested in CSS. So this thing always remains the same, that is text/CSS. So the type of style would always be text/CSS. Now you can see that we have given body, and inside the curly braces I have specified color and background color. So for any tag for which I want to specify the style, I name the tag. Say for instance, this line here